Welcome to day 2 of CactiMania. This is where we decide the men from the boys, the chickens from the cows, and the hungover from the not hungover.
Are you hungover?
I'm a tad hungover. Jacob and Jenny's fault. Keep me out in metros until 3 a.m.
last night, and I did not attend.
Yes. But guys, we have got 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Top 8.
Cup.
Coming at you today. We have got the guys sat down at the table just checking decks right now.
Yeah, reviewing each other's decks. And on stream, we should have 4 completely different decks.
Yeah, exactly that. We have got CJ versus Paul McAvoy. Some really interesting decks. We'll go through those in a moment. But guys, don't forget to check out, because I believe today at midday again should be Winter Cup tickets coming out. So
I'll keep an eye on that, and once they do go live, I will do a mention.
Yeah, exactly that. So guys, let's go over to the game table and we will just start chatting what we've got coming up. So
hopefully should be over on deck check soon.
Yeah, so
I will
guys,
do a mention to the players something very quickly.
Yeah. But yeah, so what we've got, CJ fighting out of the left with Mono Ice Une list and a 4-color wall list, I believe. And then on the right we have got Paul McAvoy with Gigawall and then Mono Lightning. Interesting gameplay came up yesterday where he managed to do a board wipe with Ishtola and got 6 draws off of Arden. So yeah, really cool stuff there. We shall see where it goes from here though. But shouldn't be too much longer. As just getting their chance to check each other's lists. Remember, what is on the line here is the coveted 1-of-1 Cymru Cactuar belt mat. And some fancy pricing. And also, I believe, a free ticket to Winter Cup. So yeah, it looks like we're finally okay on the stream as well. I'll keep an eye on that as we go throughout the day. But if you join us, do let us know where you're joining from, or if there's who you might be rooting for, and if you can be joining us at Winter Cup. So CJ walking past, looking triumphant. He's ready for this. He wants it. He wants that belt, and he wants to take Mono Ice all the way. Again, really loving this Unai deck that seems to be running around. McAvoy just with his phone now, checking what's certain
He's
cards.
Reviewing some cards. I was like, we can see your phone. He was like, I'm just looking at some cards. I was like, just we can see your phone.
Just don't look at nothing dodgy.
Yeah.
So we've got Ice, we've got Gigawall, we've got 4-wall, and we got Lightning. What do you think is gonna take the matchup here?
I think Gigawall and Mono Lightning can beat 4-color. I definitely think both of those have a good chance of being 4-color.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how either of them deal with ice.
No.
And that's the thing, you have to beat that ice deck.
See, I think Lightning might be okay just purely based on the amount of EXs that we know Paul will be running against Ice. I think Ice might take the Gigawall pretty convincingly.
I think it depends on how quick the Gigawall could go.
Yeah, perhaps.
Because a lot of that ice deck revolves around like Une and triggering Kurisames and stuff, which if you're going too wide for them to be able to build that backup line up, you potentially have it. But then what do you put down first? Because if you think Lightning can beat the Mono Ice, you have to lead with Gigawall, right? Because you don't want to win against 4-color with Lightning and then not be allowed to use it again.
True. This is a fair
So it's kind of I feel like if you think only one deck can beat the ice, it's a catch-22 of like you have to commit to using the other one first.
Well, even though I checked one of these decks, I don't think I checked those sleeves.
This is the Mono Lightning deck.
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe this will be the Mono Lightning deck.
And is CJ baiting people by putting the 4-color sleeves in the Mono Ice, or is it on his 4-color deck?
And also the fact he put it in a blue box, though, is that the signifier here?
Yeah. Those little bit of mind games you can get to get information from your opponents early.
Oh, it's when McAvoy showed up once with one-piece sleeves. His counters were Pokemon.
Yeah. Only they are now.
Well, yeah, exactly. So.
See, I like having my sleeves match the deck, so my Cat 8-1 always has score or something on. I need some dancer sleeves now.
I need some monk sleeves.
Get some custom ones.
No, custom stuff. Just I don't think it would look quite as good.
I think it would. The advantage you have is it might fray less than some of the FF ones do.
I always oversleeve mine anyway, so it's fine.
I don't. If it's not a tournament deck, I don't oversleeve it.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If I'm just bringing it down for locals, I don't care enough.
I just like to keep the sleeves pristine.
The only deck I have that's permanently oversleeved is my cat deck, and that's because it's got a lot of valuable cards in it. And even then, I'm like, does somebody want to borrow it? And they're like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah,
You guys just don't bend them.
yep, there you go, CJ. Thank you.
So CJ is first seed from yesterday, so he does get the choice of first or second.
Yep. To be honest, I'm pretty sure, especially if he is going ice, he might want to go second.
No, you still want first.
I don't know. You'd be surprised because if your opponent doesn't know you're against ice, and they play two backups, for example, usually the discard or a dull freeze.
No, because
is
the
enough to
backup
kill.
ramp in that ice deck doesn't really dull freeze, and you want to do the backup ramp because you want that Une triggering off of. And even then, a lot of your cards are expensive.
Yeah.
A lot of the ice cards in this deck are like 4 or 5 plus costs, so you need that backup line to make it efficient.
Yeah. Well, it will say it's definitely seen him yesterday against James Kiddie, where he managed to pull off the win with Une and not have Une out on the field. So that was
the game after that was on one of the tables. Yeah.
Yep. Well, there you go. That is the signifier. The time has started on the rounds. Best of 3. Both must win with each
Yes,
deck.
I've got this ice deck here, so if you look, a lot of the backups, other than like G-Deleter, which you already need 4 to dull freeze, don't really have any proactive, so you want to ramp. I know we are on the full
okay,
colour. So it was the sleeves were correct for the deck.
It was the box he pulled them from that was not the signifier.
But Saz, I'm assuming grabbing an Ami and then threatening that.
Yeah, I mean that's big. I think early on, if you think you're against
Gigawall, you want it for the.
But
the
I don't think McAvoy is, right.
No, he's on his Mono Lightning. Going in on the mid, so he's got recursion whenever he wants to, but there is obviously probably Mist Dragons available for CJ.
Oh, without a doubt. Well, we got the list like 3, I'm guessing, I believe so.
See, I always like grabbing the Ami early off the Saz, but it kind of puts you in that place of like, you always have to sit now with 1 backup and an extra card in hand if you want to threaten the Ami, so you can't always be as efficient as you want to.
Yeah, perhaps, but as we know, quite a lot of the backups in this deck are usually 2 or, well, at least even cost anyway.
They're normally even costed, yeah.
Yeah, so
but no, we did go in on the King Tycoon, so no Ami threaten this turn, but I think you're looking at Mono Lightning going, I don't think I need to threaten the Ami here.
Exactly. And let's be honest as well, now that he's got the Lena, next turn he's set
4
up
colours,
ready,
yeah.
So 4 wall could be coming up pretty soon.
No real disruption that Lightning has into the backups.
Wow,
Going into the Graha.
Graha, probably.
We're going into, I assume, Alizé into the Y'shtola that I think was discarded? No, the Y'shtola wasn't discarded. Are we going into, like... Okay, we were overpaying for the 3 for the Alpha Node to search for whatever we want.
Yeah, I was going to say probably searching a backup.
So I assume we're just backup ramping now.
I mean, at this point, may as well. Paul needs to keep up with us with this 4 wall as best as possible. So
he's threatening 2 points of damage now. Plus, he's got a Y'shtola in pocket and the Reno.
I suppose now the question becomes is how big is a win here for McAvoy, because as we said, the Mono Lightning might be what is needed against that Mono Ice.
Yeah,
so
I do like the Lena that you've already got, but like playing Thornton to make sure you have that 4 colour wall is also quite nice, but I don't think there's enough water in hand for CJ to do both.
No, it is tough.
Because like, you obviously want Lena in this matchup because there's a lot of EX bursts.
Oh yeah, no
but
doubt.
Also Thornton getting you 4 colour wall to immediately come in is pretty nice.
Well, he's decided against the Thornton. I didn't quite see whether he discarded the Lena or not, but
no, I'm not sure. Annoyingly, that break zone's a little bit too far off. We're grabbing a Lena.
Okay. No, it's changed.
Changing. We are grabbing a 4 colour wall. Okay.
Interesting.
We're passing, so we are just sitting on 4. We are now threatening, obviously, that 4 colour wall coming in this turn.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we may take a couple of points of damage here, but as we know, 4 wall has got plenty of EXs just to make it worth it.
How comfortable are you swinging in here?
And he's still got Lena in his hands, so yeah, I mean, he's perfectly fine here.
Ramping up to 4 on Mono Lightning, though, which is kind of where you want to be. Gusif.
See, Never punished.
And an arc.
Never ever punished.
Well, to be fair, we know this deck from CJ's got what, like 40 EX bursts?
Yeah, exactly. So you know,
Actually, have a look. What doesn't have EX on this? So Faris doesn't, Bash doesn't, Refia doesn't. So that's 6. Wall doesn't, so 9. Amat doesn't, so that's 12. And I'm pretty sure everything else, apart from Shanto, doesn't. So there's 37 EX in this.
Well,
which I think is more than the Mono Lightning deck.
Yeah. Well, although let's be honest, the Mono Lightning will have way more destructive EXs.
yes, it will. So again on the Lena, Draken Rafia's coming in here as well. There's not really too many Warriors of Light in the backup line. It is only 1. Which does make getting this off a lot more difficult. Oh, Bash, taking a point of damage. I would here, because it puts your Faris and your Arcs online. Kukulain, no 10k for Graha.
Well, I mean, now as well that obviously we're on damage 3, we've got Faris triggers,
and
we've got
triggers, yeah.
And we've also got the Bash on damage 3. So
yeah, I can't remember what the Bash does on.
On damage 3, just gets bigger with Brave. Yeah.
And then at damage 5, it does its damage to. Does 8k to something, yeah.
Very rare that comes off, but
we're grabbing the Faris now, and Keely, you've put yourself at damage 3, so that's another search you're getting.
Yeah, this is.
And we can play it right now.
Are we thinking that we might also be able to get Refia out here as well?
This has gone very, very quickly.
Well, here is the Refia, so we don't even need to search for the Faris.
You don't need to search with the Faris. I'd still want the Faris to come in here, though.
Oh, of course.
Are we arcing into the Faris? I'm not sure what was discarded.
Yeah, looks like we might.
I'm trying to remember what that Bash can, what that arc can reactivate.
Backups.
No, but I think there's specific backups.
Oh,
there's only Warrior of Light or standard unit.
Yeah.
So we're only actually getting 1 reactivation from it, but it does put you up to. There's enough Warriors of Light here to start spinning.
Yeah. Well, the fact that we also had to use the 4 wall.
Yeah.
Just to take out the Graha because obviously it was on the 10k.
It wasn't on the 10k because it was a Kukulain.
Oh yeah, of course. So I don't think we needed to use the 4 wall ping then.
No, I don't think so.
Well, we're gonna.
But then we get the reactivation and the draw. I think this might be it for Mono Lightning here. I don't think you have a mass board wipe for this board.
No.
Especially when they've got the spin at any point.
Yeah, you've basically got to rely on your EXs now. But again, if we've got that spin ready to go, that's going to always protect at least 1 damage, right? So. And
obviously, all of Lightning's break is kind of. Other than the Odins, is always going to be from a forward.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Unless
and your Stola's not going to do it because they're just not going to give you the window to do that S effect because you need to give her the haste.
Well, we're going to try Alizé.
Targeting the Graha tier, I think.
Are we going to try it? I think we are.
We're paying 3. And I think we're ammying the search there from the Graha. He does survive.
It does for the time being.
But that Warrior of Light can always ping him for 5, and it still leaves 4 Warriors of Light up.
Yeah.
I think that's probably game there.
Bam, goodbye Graha again.
You need to hit like every Odin in your deck as damage right now.
Well, I think... Yeah, this is going to be quite rough because we can at least spin the Alizé back on top. So again, protect the 1 damage, but
yeah, and you're always going to do that here. I think is this Tidus coming in? No, Matt.
Oh no,
giving him Brave. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is like really in CJ's control here. So
I assume we just shortcut the spin.
Yeah. Oh,
just not hitting X's breaks the Refia. There you go. But does get to draw a card.
We got
another Odin. You break the 4 wall. It's the biggest threat because obviously you can cloud the Faris if you want to. But it's another draw from CJ.
Still
an imposing board.
Yeah,
with a lot of cards in hand.
Yeah, are those EX bursts too late? You know, did we need to? Well, we needed a bit more. Let's be honest.
Back the Refia, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I mean, the man just has it all.
Playing the ref here again, so we've got spin live.
Yep.
And
Okay.
scooping it
We're
there.
going to leave that one there. Let's reset. CJ taking the win with the with the full one.
Just one deck at Worlds, and
Yeah.
being one of the top decks here at the moment.
Well, as we know now, CJ needs to go into his mono ice, and I still think perhaps the mono lightning has the better of this
But
matchup.
does the Giga Wall?
That's a problem.
I definitely think I'd stick with Mono Lightning. If you win it, get yourself in that position of like, hey, look, I've beat it once.
Yeah.
I get the gist of what it does. I can play Giga Wall against it. I definitely don't think I'd switch to Giga Wall now against it.
No, I don't think so either. And I think Paul's probably in that same mind as well, because it looks like he is just sticking with it.
the Mono Lightning. Yeah. So, yeah. This Une deck it can be a bit fast if it needs to, but it definitely lives off of ramping that backup line up and saying I need to go or I want to go as wide as possible.
Yep.
Especially because it's like when Kurisame's resolving 5 dull freezes or 5 discards, and then you loop it with the Una, you're just like, I've lost.
Yeah, well, that's it. Well, it's not even that you lost; you can't play.
Yeah,
you know, it's a.
I got stuck with it last time, and I made the mistake of killing the Kurosame when it was the first one for ages, and I was like, why'd I do that? Why'd I just kill the Terror? Because I just let him play another one and then flicker it, so he's gotten 10 dull freezes that turn. And I was hitting the point where I was having like 8 or 9 forwards out.
Sure.
So it was like, dull freezing 5 wasn't actually going to keep me down enough, but I just gave that turn where it could be double done, and I was like, I've lost now. It was my own mistake. But you live and learn. It's not a deck we play against too often now that we haven't seen Jacko down for a little while.
Yeah, exactly. Come back to us, Jacko. We love you.
No, he lives in Wales, partially, at the moment.
He lives closer technically than I do.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that.
He does.
Swansea.
Yeah. I live past Swansea.
It's about an hour.
Yeah.
You can pick him up on the way.
Oh, no, I ain't going into Swansea. Swansea's a crap hole. Unless he wants to come out onto the motorway, like.
So funny. So, G deleter, I think there's a Seymour in CJ's hand as well.
Well, McAvoy with Odin's in hand already, but not really where you want to see him at.
I think it's fine because they're easy cards to discard early. I assume this is President Shimra.
Yeah, but I mean, when it's 2 of them and they're your big EXs, you know, it's kind of
because they're your only real EXs that can take out Kurosame.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't get the boss deck one up.
Oh, no.
Yeah, search and play it.
Yeah, I don't.
We have to do an event at one point where like people can put the boss deck cards in their deck if they want to and see how it goes.
Oh, dear.
What fun stuff could people come up with?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh,
why?
Because they're way too strong.
Nah. Yeah, but if everybody uses them, they're balanced. It's like when we did the no ban list event.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, that was a good event. I
That was
like
a
that
good
no ban list.
But I don't think I think some people didn't enjoy it. But I enjoyed watching it.
I was going to say, I mean, you know, you get to relive the reason why this stuff was banned.
Well, I was never. I only saw why Sildra, Athena. Was it Althea?
Althea, yeah.
And then obviously Cecil and Rosa. I've only been around since those were banned. All the earlier ones were before my time.
Yeah. I miss Sildra as well. What a great card.
I always read Stern. I'm like, I'd love this guy.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Stern was ridiculous. And Mashery was the summon one as well. That was also pretty nasty.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Sidwoff. That's going to be a good answer to this.
True.
Lightning, basically saying if you want to kill anything, you're losing a card for it because the Lightning EX don't really give you cards.
No, this is a fair point.
So
And there's another 9-drop Odin
so
gone.
they're all gone. There is ways to get them back between Man in Black and they'll be Lightning and things, so they're not like gone.
If I'm honest, though, I don't think I see McAvoy going necessarily for those.
Ooh, double Weaver.
Go on, to 5, what a power play.
And the Arden in hand, I think he took off with a Reeve.
Yeah.
So a nice break if CJ plays any forwards here.
Well,
but that Sidwoff making wave since it was printed. A lot of people have been very, very on this card.
It's a good card.
It and Lena was also the reason I started looking at Water Ice again. It's like, oh yeah, you discard and I draw.
I'm with you. I wish I could, but...
so, dull freezing those two and making discard. There goes the Arden.
No, it's the Arden.
I would have liked to have seen it come in, but alas.
That's Seymour also doing some work, but there's an Odin.
We're just paying 5 to Odin.
Yeah,
Bring that
absolutely.
Seymour. It causes
bloody
too much
hell.
of a problem if you leave that Seymour around.
I mean, could we have waited until CJ's turn?
Maybe, but
Because the Seymour's an attack trigger, right?
yeah,
So I suppose you could have waited till combat.
until he starts to go into combat.
Yeah.
I don't know what that teller does.
Oh, well, let's find out.
Well, it's easy to tell which one because it's the ice one. Choose one summon in your break zone, add it to hand. Okay. So I assume just got back one of the Shivas.
Yeah. Yet to see the Unai. Again, this is probably one of the weaknesses of the Unai deck.
Yeah,
is
it
just
doesn't
not
get to
being
the
able
Unai
to
quick
it.
enough.
Yeah.
4 here, lightning. I'm assuming to grab back one of the summons.
I mean, grabbing back that 5-cost Odin isn't a bad idea.
No, I don't really see what other because like there's no reason to lose this game anymore. So like you can bin that off straight away.
Yeah.
Nothing to cloud, obviously. Yeah, not quite sure what the LB costs were paid with, but
Oh, we're choosing actually the 9-drop
it's the
one.
better one to get.
I suppose we do have
'Cause
the
you're not at
cards.
damage. You've got to be at damage 5 for the other one. To
Yeah, and I suppose we've got the cards in the break zone to remove
Yes.
as well. So
There's a 7-cost Odin in Paul's hand as well. That's still the worst one.
well, yeah, you never want to cast it, but
Sometimes I've had to. It's like if I don't cast this now, I'm dead. We Luso in here for a G deleter, do you reckon?
yep.
Actually, is there the free one in here? I'm trying to know what they're called.
I think there might be a one-off down here.
No, these are summons.
No.
No,
Then-
so it is the G deleters. There is none of the free backups in ice. I can't remember what those ones are called. Armorer, maybe? I think it's Armorer, thinking about it.
Cool. I'll take your word for that.
You don't play ice cards.
Yeah, I don't. Although as much I do want to, maybe not the Unai deck, but I would like to come up with
Ooh, the
a nice deck.
Sid. FF16.
So
Getting you a summon on entry.
Yep. And are we going to prime straight away?
Looks like it.
Yep. We're going back in.
The annoyance of priming here is obviously you can free cast a summon as well as deal 8k to an active forward, but there's the only targets at the moment are both on the.
Yep. And we are just going to cast that Odin.
Does that Odin have a target?
It's this one, I believe, right? Is that the
Yes,
one?
there was no. Oh, I think we changed. We went with the 5-cost Odin instead. I might just go over and clarify what happened there.
Yeah. Well, hitting Unalaska, that's a kind of big hit. Because that's one obviously CJ would love to keep the discard train going with. Alrighty, so CJ with a full grip plays the G deleter, gonna dull freeze down.
It freezes down a character, I believe.
Yep,
And
and
yeah,
it's
we
got-
did switch the 4-cost Odin, 3-cost Odin to the 5-drop one.
Yep, and so we dull down the rammer.
Love that Rammer because it's still on. It's still ready to go any time that you cast any summon.
Yeah, that's why. I'm not sure if we wanted to waste the Odin on the on Aluso, but
Problem is, I think Sid being only 5k meant he was easy to take out.
well, this
It's
Terra now
Terra
gonna get us some summons.
gets any 2.
Just double checking what was in the bin first, though.
I think we're just also counting how many Shivas are in there because there's one Shiva summon, I believe, in the deck that cares about how many Shivas you've got in break zone.
Yeah.
So we're getting the free cast Shiva, but no Unai, which makes this Terra not as good as you want it to be.
Yeah, you really. This obviously, the deck being built around the Unai.
Unless there maybe is an Unai in hand.
Nah, I mean, maybe
Because you've got that free cast Shiva.
no.
But no.
I
Does give
mean,
us a
we're
draw there
digging,
then.
so hopefully we can dig a little bit closer to that Unai. But again, this is the thing: you build the deck around it, and it shows pure chops of is the deck good if it can survive with without what it's built around,
And I think it can. I think the deck can definitely play without Unai.
Oh yeah,
But
I completely agree.
If you reach the point where you burn them out of summons, I think the deck starts falling apart then.
Yeah.
Paying 3 for Graha, then I assume paying another 3. And we're going to grab Y'shtola,
Well, we can give haste to that too. So
and it does a nice 8k power reduction onto that Terra. No S effects in hand either for CJ, which I think McAvoy is probably quite happy about.
Yeah. Again, though, we're probably fine with this Terra going to the break zone because
Means you can play another one.
yeah, unless we somehow were to get to that Unai, But
leaving that Reno up, so you can cast any summon any good summons there, or if you need to, or it just has a nice dull effect, which I think people forget about.
Well, we're giving the Graha haste.
Swinging in with a 10k Graha. I think you're asking to be Mateus right now, though. Does that Shiva have any X on it? No, it doesn't. I'm thinking of a different one. But yeah, if like Mateus comes in now to freeze all your forwards or all your backups, I think that's going to sting. And I'd probably pick forwards at this point. But yeah, not seeing the Unai, which is the card you really want. Ooh. So is this breaking everything? But the lightning, I don't think it breaks 4 drops.
It's not. It's
not
Zalera.
Mateus, it's Zalera. Yeah.
It's this one.
Yep. Very, very early Mateus. Zalera, yeah, breaks 2s, 3s, 5s, 7s, 11s, and 13s. Why don't we get an 11 CP card?
I don't think the game could. Or a 13.
11s are highest, right?
Yeah, like.
Just Montleonis and. Is Benevel's 11 or 10? I think it's 10.
Well, I don't think we'll ever see a 13 because that would feel like almost unplayable.
But it says it there.
Yeah, I get it, but how?
It might get reduced. It might be like Montleonis.
Yeah, okay.
Where it just gets reduced for each.
Perhaps.
Each one you have.
I think it would need to, right? Because unless you hit a ton of EXs that give extra cards and have 5 backups, you.
Another point of damage there, though. Gilgamesh. Are we removing 2 Shivas? I imagine. Well, there's no forward to break, so.
Well, I think, are we trying to get rid of the Zalera as well?
I think you get rid of the Shiva. There's not really summon recursion because he's playing the Terror that searches, not the Terror that adds back.
No, but I mean, with the Teller, obviously we do know that he does have options to be able to get some summons back. But it looks like we're going to...
Yeah, but I think with Teller on field, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, but it looks like we're going to try and Dull Freeze down and use the Shivas.
He's doing it before the Shivas get removed, so you still triggered like the discard and the extra Dull Freeze too.
Yep, exactly that. And we discarded a Lightning, the 7 CP new one.
Again, if they're not playing forward, you don't need it.
Yeah, exactly.
But another G deleter wouldn't be bad play here, I don't think.
But do you want to definitely lock yourself out of playing?
Paying 5. I assume we paid 7 there to break 2 Dull Forwards.
Yep.
And I'm going to be triggering a discard at end of turn. Yep. And there goes the 9 cost Odin. See, I would have maybe cast that on the stack.
I mean, maybe
you would have ended up discarding. You wouldn't have discarded then. So
yeah.
It's whether you wanted that Shiva gone.
Yeah, I suppose if you're gonna lose a card anyway, right?
Because obviously, if I don't know what what summon we're searching for here to take out this Shiva 16, because it's not. I think all the 9 cost Odins are gone.
Well, yeah, they had. Was that the last game?
We had one back.
Oh yeah, sure. So
Which
I think all 3 are gone.
I think
you're
all
right.
3 are gone, which is, and you can't free cast the 7 cost one with the Ramu, so I don't think we can take out the Shiva here.
Oof, it's gonna be testy times.
Definitely looking through the summons for. So we are grabbing the 3 cost one that breaks a 3 or 4 cost. I think maybe you just had to LB Lightning again and grab back.
Well, does he play more than one?
I think it's normally at 2. Yes, it is.
Okay, so yeah, yeah, you're right. We got that option. I think we're okay to not do it yet, though.
I wouldn't want to do it this turn now, because you'd have to tap down your up in backups for it. CJ's just reading over, but I don't think any of the forwards he has can really be targeted by it. Seymour is too high, Terra's too high, the 4 cost Kurosame could be hit by it. I think that's the only card.
I think we've finally seen you now.
Yeah, there it is.
We're going for it.
And you can indeed flicker this Shiva because it's not been primed into. What is that damage? Is that man in black?
I think so.
Not only the glare.
Unless it was an EX burst that couldn't do anything.
Yeah. At which point you definitely don't trigger because of.
Yeah, you don't want to say dwarf. Yeah.
Looking through break zone, I think just running through what we have access to. Obviously, you don't necessarily have to kill this Shiva if it's going to be attacking into you because it's not causing you any problem with blockers.
Well, in theory,
Paying 4 for an Alizé, I imagine.
yeah, because we got the
Ishtola
in the
break,
bin.
'cause we did it
Yeah,
all
so,
earlier.
so that will kill the Shiva.
Yeah, and you are threatening 2 points damage this turn because the Sid can already attack. You can give one of these haste.
Yep.
Question is, do you reckon with his S effect ready in hand? Because if there is, I don't think you want to swing. You want to hold to give it haste.
True. Yeah, because you can't attack and give haste. So yeah, you're right there. I mean, I think just poke with the Sid is fine.
Puts CJ to damage 4.
It's
Another Unai?
no, we are going to give haste, and we're going to give it to the.
Cannot see what that card is, but okay.
Give it to the Ishtola as well. So definitely no S effects unless we got.
Really saying that CJ needs to stop this board now.
Well, now we're on 5 backups. Kurosame could do a lot of work.
Kurosame summon shuts McAvoy's board down for 2 turns.
Yep.
But I don't know if we've seen a Kurosame yet. I feel like if you have one, it's coming in straight away. Unless you're scared of like maybe a summon to take it out.
Perhaps, but if we have seen all those 9-drop Odins go, there's
I
only
don't
this.
think there's enough CP in hand to cast the 7-cost one.
Yeah, exactly. So, oh no, I think there is, but
maybe that's what McAvoy's holding on for. There's a lot of consideration to make here because again, like this is on a knife edge for CJ. Plus, we do have the terror that recurs back a summon.
yeah, I told you. Always some options to get back your summons.
It's probably the 1-cost Shiva, right? If you're concerned.
That's interesting.
Well, Zalera only breaks the Ishtola currently. Because it doesn't break 4 costs.
True,
Which is the Lightning and the Alizé. Obviously, they're small, but so's your Terra.
Well,
we are going
to grab it, yeah. So.
Obviously, you can do it on the stack of any attacks. But I think maybe it's not exactly what you need here.
Is it because our Shiva options were obviously reduced after the Gilgamesh earlier? Perhaps it wasn't maybe a better option? But
potentially. But I guess it maybe is just because the only 1-cost Shiva we'd seen is been removed. I'm not sure what other ones were left in break zone. Paying 4 for that
there's
Kurosame.
a Kurosame. Not the Kurosame we were probably thinking of, but
you get to freeze as many cards as many characters as backups you have.
Yep, and we're on the 5.
So we're gonna freeze all 3 of those and the 2 backups. He's a good card as well because obviously on attack, if there's 4 dollars, you get to draw a card. It's just the 7-cost Kurosame is also so good.
Oh, of course.
It's a hard name clash.
But at least the 7-drop one does have an S effect, right? So
yeah, which is why you play both.
Yeah. Now, are we going to cast a summon as well?
I just love how he works with the Tomberry and Cactuar card we got as well. Like I believe that is the Tomberry and Cactuar from the art. Because it's his friend.
Tomberry friend. I think we are.
Loop the Kurosame.
I think we're thinking about it.
We are. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're overpaying for this Shiva, but I think that's still fine. Actually, no. You should have tapped 2 backups and discarded the Zalera to do the Kurosame, and then paid 1 for the Shiva, because you'd still have an active backup up to do that Shiva again if needs be.
True. Oh well, we're going for that Odin
on
that
the
we
stack
had.
of the Flicker. Yeah. So we
Nope.
still get the Dull Freeze off and recur it, but no Flicker on the Kurosame.
Well, I mean,
I believe McAvoy did draw there off of the Odin cast.
Again, though, now it has kind of freed up CJ to be able to play the 7-drop Kurosame if he sees it. So
true, but if there's 2 hasters that can be played here, although I don't know if there is any hasters.
Well, if you could get out.
No, all of the apart from Astinian, all of the.
Well, the Stinian, yeah, because you couldn't do it because it'd be warped.
Yeah,
so you're not attacking twice there.
Cisne's got haste, but you need Cisne and Aranea are the only 2, but I don't think you got enough CP for both.
Mm.
I mean, technically, you could hard cast the Astinian for 4.
Yeah, which
No, lightning.
certainly fine. But we're now.
I think we thought it was a cloud there, but I think McAvoy is like, no, that terror can stay there. I don't want you playing the other one.
Yeah. Well, now I think we do pull back a 9-drop. Odin, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's only going to cost you 3.
Well, CJ buys himself a turn, but it's not looking great right now.
Because that Zalera has also been pitched, so there's no mass board removal here.
Oh, is this going to be a Kurasame? It's 7.
I think it is.
It is.
There it is.
Big boy Kurasame.
But you can't cast that. Here's the problem: is you can't really cast that Odin until the flicker goes off from the Kurasame, because if CJ casts a summon now, the Odin's going to miss.
So have we done that too soon then?
I think so. Because all CJ has to do now is play 1 summon to flicker that Kurasame, and it's resolving again.
So I'm thinking here CJ probably did discard
to force it.
To force it out, yeah.
And then we're going to flicker the Kurasame now.
This might be what pulls CJ back into this game.
Well, it depends on how many summons he's got left. Because we've seen a lot go.
Yeah, but if he can keep looping this Shiva.
We're getting 5 dull freezes here.
Yeah. I think we're hitting majority
You have to hit the forwards though, otherwise I think you just lose.
Oh no, yeah, right. Going with all the 5 forwards.
Yeah.
And then Terra coming in for a poke. Oh, no. Runs right into 7
and no
drop
cards in hand for the Sid Waff to trigger for.
Yeah. That
was Ixion, was that first damage? I can see
sure.
It's got the horse legs.
That's a rough go. But again, so far well played by CJ just to keep himself in this.
Yeah. But again, you need to see another Kurasame now. You know at least 2 of them are gone.
I mean, we could get a Toto to get it back. I believe he's running the Ice Toto forward.
Ice Toto should be Shiva, Sibwolf, Solara. I don't see Shantoto written anywhere.
No, I guess he's not then. So
maybe it was cut space for like the Seymours and stuff to go in. Yeah. Seymour would maybe help as well because he's a big blocker.
Oh, there we go. Just swapping his remove 7-drop Kurasame non-full art for the full art.
Full art one.
Yep.
Statistically more powerful, as you say.
Oh, mate, always. It's scientifically proven.
That 7-cost Odin coming in clutch is the X-Burst.
Absolutely. And to get, as you said, not to get punished by that waff as well. As
yeah, if McAvoy can untap this turn, it's lethal on board. I don't even know what LB CJ can really play here to stabilize. Because Katesif doesn't do anything because they're all active. Victoria, Surges, Kuja, Kuja can technically block 2, but it's not enough.
I mean, Victoria wouldn't trigger 2 cards in hand, no. So,
and even then, like, if McAvoy primes into Ramu, like you could be removing 2 forwards here.
Yeah, exactly.
I think paying 5.
I mean, again, though, we did say that Lightning would feel like it had the better matchup against this ice deck.
You can go wide, and you've got the X-Burst to kind of stabilize. Yeah. Which, I mean, that Odin came at a very big time to stop that Kurasame popping off as much as it needed to.
Yeah, I do just think that CJ might have the better it though if we get into the Gigawall match, because it can go wide, but we got the summons that might slow it down.
So breaking a Dole forward and discard, I believe, or are we doing Dole freeze too?
Wow, we're breaking the Alizé.
I'm a bit surprised at that.
Yeah, that's peculiar because again, we could see a potential Ishtola S effect.
Yeah. We're also not that Seymour just gets doled down by the Reno and doesn't do anything. But we do have a Shiva in hand, so maybe it's the case of we're doing Seymour twice.
Yeah. Well,
but then that does leave you no blockers. I don't think we can flick here. But it's mandatory, right? If it's on your turn.
I believe so.
I guess we just have to loop that Shiva in McAvoy's turn.
Yeah.
We're paying 1.
We're gonna do it.
What are we targeting? Targeting the Terra.
We're gonna dull freeze the Reno.
I would do the Reno now just to dull out the Seymour.
True, but Because it's not. It doesn't have to be in your turn, right?
The Unai.
Yeah. No, the
Reno. No.
So okay, well.
It's just put them into the break zone to Dullaford. I don't think there's a cost or anything attached to it.
This one.
This one, no percent. Oh no, it's not the one that does. It's the S effect that does. I'm thinking of Kuja.
Sure.
So it's not that useful. So yeah, you're fine just having that Dull Phrase, I think. But even then, with the board state that McAvoy has, I think you're fine. So Zalera, it does break the. Does it break the Terra, or does it say opponents?
I think it's just break all, so I think it might.
I think it breaks all Dull. Break all Dull forward, yeah.
So Terra goes down, but.
So is there a way to Dull or remove this Seymour?
And you would need haste.
Yeah, there is enough haste in the deck.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Again, still not seen Estinian, so.
But Estinian wouldn't. But you need to get rid of it and do 2 damage. Because you don't really want this Seymour to attack again.
Wow, we just passing there.
Maybe we got 5 costs Odin in hand, ready to go. But yeah, adding back that Zalero, I think was the correct way to do that. Because otherwise, I think you were just dead to rights.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
With board.
Completely. I don't think we're going to see the Seymour get to be able to attack.
Paying the 1. Well, it's going to be discard and Dull Freeze 2, right? But you've just opened yourself up again to just attackers coming through. Dull Freeze 2 backups and discard.
I mean, we got 1 damage we can play with, but it could be pretty rough.
Ooh, gets to search a summon though. I think you're taking that 5 cost Odin. I believe that's on the bottom. Yes, we are.
Wonder how many EX bursts are left, but
doesn't matter.
McAvoy's deck looking a tad thin now. I'm reckoning 15, 16
I think that's enough turns to see this out, though. Oh no, yeah, we do get the random discard now.
Oh yeah, of course.
Cards in hand for once.
Here we go, Sid Waff paying off.
I prefer rolling a dice for it, but they can choose if they don't want to roll that.
There you go.
I don't know what number that is.
6, I believe. No.
Nope.
There you go. Yeah.
Ooh. I don't think you mind seeing it. As long as it wasn't the Odin, I don't think you mind seeing it go.
I don't know though. That could be pretty big because that's like.
It would have free cast the Odin, but.
And also potentially remove another blocker if there was one. So.
So what LB comes in here? But case if any freezes, and the 2 backups are already froze. No, why would we do that? He only freezes, right?
5 or more ice backups freeze.
We cast that Odin, and then lost out all our backups because of it. There's another Y'shtola. You would have liked to see that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good hit. Game all tied up now. CJ absolutely clawed his way back in. I think the big swing coming from that 7 cost Kurosame earlier.
Yeah. But maybe enough to stabilize here. Obviously, you can always LB Cloud if you want to get rid of this Surges. But Cactiars having Brave is quite good.
Oh yes, no doubt. I mean, 6 drop obviously gets out of the range of
4 cards left in deck, I think.
Well, we've been in it quite a bit, so yeah, not a lot at all.
Just got to punch 2 points of damage through. Not quite able to.
If it feels almost like McAvoy might have run out of steam a bit here. Like, you know, we've seen some key forwards go to damage zone here, and
I do think that Odin was a mistake to lose out on 3 backups the next turn. But I think there may be a bit miscommunication on if that Cactiars freezes or Dull freezes.
Yeah.
What is in hand that can get through this?
Again, we've seen no Estinian.
We've lightninged twice LB, right? So there isn't actually that much left.
That could do it.
You reckon?
Well, I mean, it's not going to get us 2 points through, but they'll get us 1 point through.
Yeah.
Because you can cast this Odin, make the Cactiars not be able to block.
Yeah, and we break the Surges.
Yeah. and now this Odin does only cost 2 as well.
But
so it
you
does.
still need to put another point of damage through,
Yeah, but we need some haste.
and there isn't any.
No.
Were you stoling as well? Because now we can't cast that Odin.
Yeah, I don't think this is right.
It's power reducing it by 4k.
It's not enough to kill it though. Even
At this
with
point, I would have thought you'd do it on the Surges, because then you can break the Reno to finish it off.
I suppose you still could have attacked with the lightning and still pulled off the Reno.
Webfin's too big.
Well,
Well, you could trade with the Surges, I suppose, but
well, no, because isn't lightning 5k?
yeah.
Yeah, so Reno does 3. You could trade up with everything on board.
Yeah, but you would just block with the Surges, I think, and then play another one.
I'm not sure about this choice to
There's
not
not a
use
lot of
the
cards
Odin.
left in deck, which means like you have to win next turn. But with what's on board, you have that ability too. Which maybe that was why the Ishtola came in, just an extra body.
Perhaps, yeah. Because again, now I suppose, if we pull off the Odin in Paul's next turn, in theory, we're getting through and we're winning this game.
It's also, I think, that Ishtola can block, give itself first strike, and the Reno can trade up into the Katesith.
Sure.
And obviously Man in Black is also there to say I'm a 9k, so you can't really swing into me.
Yeah. I do think if we make it to McAvoy's next turn, he probably has this, unless
CJ needs blockers, because that Man in Black removes 2 immediately.
Or if he can get
a
decent Shiva, He's just seeing what's left. How many of his forwards have he's lost and what he might have in the tank?
Yeah. Also, how much there's left in CJ's deck.
Well, I think it's definitely a few more than McAvoy, but
yeah, McAvoy is on the timer, but he's got the board state to push for it. And CJ's in a spot at the moment where he can't really attack.
Yeah. Again, this game has been quite flip-floppity, that's for sure. That 7-drop Odin into the 7-dropper Kurosame, absolutely massive.
I think it's like two or three backups in CJ's hand. They're all kind of just dead cards. And the deck doesn't really run many forwards as a thing. There's 5 Kurosame, 3 Seymour.
Paul with 4 left in deck. He's got a couple of turns, but I think he can clinch it on the next one.
That's kind of it. We party swinging? Because you'll just take this damage.
Yeah, I think, Well,
Why
I mean,
wouldn't you?
Your Odin attack is potentially good. Sorry, your Man in Black attack will get you back an Odin next turn anyway, so I don't think it matters if you could cast it now if you had.
But you're only damage 5. You don't mind taking the damage.
Yeah.
Just top cut. Damage tiebreakers don't matter.
Yeah, very fair point. Yeah, I mean,
Unless CG, unless he's scaring McAvoy with the fact that he might have a lightning in hand, the 1 CP one. That's the only reason you wouldn't take this damage.
well,
We'll break that.
We hit a.
Not that you needed it, like you
No.
had it anyway. It depends on what summons CJ has in hand now. If he can Dole Freeze out for the turn, he has it.
Well, I think
Because I think there's 1 card left in McAvoy's deck.
CJ looks almost like he needs a miracle here, but he's
If there's a 1 cost Shiva in hand, he has it. I don't think there's any haster that McAvoy can play now.
Yeah. Oh no. Hang on. Are we?
I think there's no interaction here.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Unless we're willing to take this first point of damage.
It could be, but I don't think there's any EXs that really help. I don't think there's any EXs at all in this deck.
It's not got the. Is it the Mateus at Dolls?
No, because I think the only Mateus I can see is the Opus 20 one, which is the one that freezes all forwards or backups you
Sure.
choose.
Well, there's Solera. We're breaking
But
the Man in Black.
You still need to be able to do it. Oh, do it again. That's it.
Double Solera.
Takes point damage.
Oh, I saw. Oh, CJ pulls it out of the bag
There you
with
go.
double Solera to end it. Was not expecting that. I was shocked, silly there. Good lord. Well, CJ taking the game 2-0 in that. I thought Lightning would add the better of that matchup, but
there it is.
yeah. So guys, we will
see how much time's left. And things like that. We'll
double check.
from
If
there.
we can get in an interview, we will. If not, we'll be back with you in round 2. Alrighty, guys, here he is, winner of round 1 of Top Cut. It is the man, the myth, the legend.
What it is, what it
The
is.
CJ.
You know how I do.
Mate, so bringing back Mono Ice.
Bringing back Mono Ice. You see, you guys know I've been on 4-color for a long little while, and I didn't want to come out of 4-color to start playing Fire Ice and Water Lightning if I could avoid it. I just wanted to sit down, play my nice 3070 X-Burst deck, and the only way to get away with not playing one, if you're playing Water Lightning, you have to play liner.
Sure.
If you're playing Fire Ice, I thought you could get away with playing Fire Ice without Amat, so I would have played Fire Ice second. But if Mono Ice works in any way, if Une works in any way, then we can play 4-color as we wish. So we're back on Mono Ice, man.
Hey, man,
And
I love it. You know,
I've been enjoying myself.
Yeah, good. And obviously, we'd played a couple of weeks back, and you obviously were debating putting in that Solera, and clearly that paid off for you this time as well. So
Solera's been big, so it's like it kills Moss Slasher, kills Moth Slasher in your opponent's turn, it kills Witch of the Fens, it just kills so many 2s and 3s and 5s that kills Tyvus.
Yep.
So a lot of the stuff that I was going to play that I should be afraid of is the stuff that that Zalira kills. So I was like, well, this has to be in there. Play it at 3, search it with Terror if you're desperate for it, and then just be like, well, you've got your attacks in. I'm glad you got some damage in. That's going to cost you all your forwards.
Oh, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that.
I hope you enjoyed that turn of attacking.
Call an ambulance, but not for me.
Not for me. But not for me. Call multiple ambulances. Tyvus needs to get packed up real quick.
So I think we can all really agree at this point for you, the only thing the deck really needs is a way to get to Unai, right? Because obviously you spent a lot of that time without it in that game.
Yeah, it isn't. A way to get to Unai would make things more consistent, but I've always, not even always, slowly, starting to play the game less competitively and more for fun, realised that some things just aren't fun to play against. Getting your backup stall frozen and your hand discarded from you isn't fun. So I think it's like the way Ice is structured. If it was good and consistent, it isn't a fun and engaging way to play the game. It isn't great game design. I think Ice needs to be breakable, not super consistent, and sometimes you have really great games with it and sometimes you get blown out, because if Ice is good, it just isn't fun. There's things that are fun that can be good and you're just annoyed by them, but like there's just no interaction. It would be like, if Ice is good, it's back to Unimeta. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
And that just isn't fun for anybody.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want it to be too consistent and too good, because then stuff would have to get banned and you wouldn't be able to have any fun at all, or the guy sat across from you wouldn't have any fun at all.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want that, to be honest with you. I think Une's okay where it is. You have to kind of build your deck smart, maybe rather than searching stuff, start top decking stuff and slowly just go through your deck. Or if you get one backup in hand and it happens to be Unai and you really want to play her, maybe play off one backup just for a fun game or something like that. But I don't think Unai needs to be searched or consistent or anything like that, unless it's like an expensive search, or if you really want to play Water Ice, get Thornton or something.
Sure.
You can play Shinryu.
Oh yeah, fair point.
So it's like, I wouldn't want it to be searchable.
Yeah.
And I don't mind waiting for it, leaving a spot open for it, and sometimes you just have to play a game without it, because the forwards are good enough.
Yeah.
Dole Frisian's good enough. Paul wasn't necessarily playing a meta deck at the time, so it's like, if I was going to win a game, slowly not getting to Unai, this should be the one to do it, and so I'm okay with it.
So obviously, going into that matchup, I knew you obviously got to see the deck list. Were you worried about the Mono Lightning, especially with your Ice deck? Because it feels like that should have had the better of it, really.
I went in, looked at the deck list, and started looking for Irvine. Because I was like, if somebody's going to beat Warrior of Light, it's going to be Irvine in either Giga Wall or Mono Lightning, removing them from play. And when I didn't see Irvine, I think I looked up one card that I wasn't sure what it was, and I was like, nah, this is going to be fine. Either I'm going to win or I'm not going to win, but Irvine's not in there. So I should just play a normal Giga Wall game. It should be like him attacking into me getting the X's, and then it's whether or not I can survive. So the way I was thinking of it is like, if I played into Giga Wall with 4 color, he'd get a Giga Wall board down, attack me a few times, I'd get to damage 3 or 4, and then I'd have a turn to do my Arc, Raffia, Faris stuff. It would get ultimate shielded, and it was whether or not I could survive that turn. Because if I survive that turn where I get ultimate shielded and I have my board, I can turn the corner.
Sure.
So that's what I was thinking of that. And that was just how the game was going to go. As long as Irvine wasn't in it, it wouldn't go to a long game, and it probably wasn't going to go long anyway. And with Mono Ice, I didn't practice enough, haven't used it enough, so you just have to play it hope for the best.
Well, to be fair, the reason you probably didn't play as much is because you were like, I'm friends with you guys. I don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this. It isn't nice. No, when getting all your stuff all frozen, somebody says, "All right, I'll army that," and then you say, "I'll flicker it and do it again." I think I'll try again. Is that okay with you? Okay if I try again? And Seymour's just disgusting.
Yeah.
Seymour's an incredible card, and sometimes you don't have an answer for a 9k.
Well, that was one of the really, I think, sort of evil things you did during that game against Paul, was the sort of play the 7-drop Kurosame, force the discards. He had to cast the Odin before the flicker.
Yes.
I mean, that is awesome, because
chef's kiss.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just chef's kiss.
Well, we'll leave it there, mate. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man. See you guys next time.
Catch you in a bit, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back with round 2. We have got one of the stars from yesterday, Kitty, with his fire and Gigawall list, and Chris on the right with Cat 8 and Warriors. I bet you're happy to see this one, Jack.
As long as Cat 8 gets on the stream, I do like me some Cat 8, and I do rate Cat 8 into the Gigawall matchup. I don't necessarily rate it into the fire matchup. Is kind of the thing. They've got too much cheap removal.
Sure.
That causes you too many issues, and as good as an Adele has protection, it doesn't stop summons.
Yep.
So if it does, still just kill her.
Yeah, so just for context, guys, from round 1 we have lost Sammy Naj, Sam Beasley,
Paul Fallon,
Paul Fallon and Paul McAvoy, all dropping in round 1 there. Apparently Sammy Naj was getting iffited for fun. Apparently he was
why not?
couldn't make his way back into the game. So yeah,
but they're all going to be joining the side event, I believe, for Break the Rules.
Yeah, Break the Rules now starting shortly, which I think that's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, that's the one I'm missing. That I was like, man, I would have really liked to have played in that.
Yeah, it would have been tough to try and get Top Cut done last night, though. Unfortunately, otherwise I'd have voted for that myself.
We'll have to see if we can maybe get a Break the Rules game on stream if there's any time after the event or anything. But I don't think that we will be able to.
Not. I think possible, unfortunately, but not much longer until the round actually starts, guys. Again, best of 3 situation. Yeah, I know we Kitty is very adept with his fire list. I think the Gigawall list though is one that can kind of crap the bed itself.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Knights players miss double hits yesterday, and Gigawall can easily do the same. And I did see Kitty miss a Gigawall flip against CJ yesterday in Swiss. Yeah,
it's funny because I did also see that he had to use his crystals on the Cyan.
And then immediately drew the bats.
Yeah. Well, they drew 2 bats.
Yeah, that was that game, yeah.
Yeah.
And as we've been mentioning and hinting at all weekend, the Winter Cup tickets for 2025 are now live.
Hey.
The event will be the 28th of February and the 1st of March, with a very fun and interesting
Did I call it right?
format. It is team sealed draft.
Hooray.
Or team sealed, should I say.
Kind of
It'll
called
be
it right.
teams of 3. You're going to get 27 boosters to build 3 decks. Because it's sealed, obviously you can use multiple of the same card in decks, and between the 3 of you, you will build 3 decks and play against every other team of teams of 3. I believe it's the case of once the captain wins their game, they can assist with the other 2 games, and it'll be like middle. Captains always play captains, and so on and so on. But should be quite interesting. So if you're looking forward to just getting involved, you've got a couple of friends you can play with, and even if you want to get started with the game, the fact it's sealed means you don't need any pre-existing cards. You can come straight in and play the game as it is.
Yeah, exactly that. And guys, if you need any more information or you just want to chat about, if you're coming from further afield, about where to stay and things like that, join the Discord if you haven't already. All of our links and socials can be found at cactuars.com. And so we're not happy with the format.
Like the format. I mean, I'd much prefer it than standard. I don't think standard has something in place for it being more of a fun event. I think for the start of the season.
Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, at this point as well, like if you want to grow the game, you need a way to get people in, and at the moment, standard is a way too high bar set for new people to get into.
Yeah, especially when it's like so many decks are running old cards, and you're like, well, I can't get them.
Yeah, exactly. And most of those cards are obviously quite pricey as well, even if you can pick them up. So,
so I see so many people when they're like, I want to get started with the game. They're like, go and find an 2022 or 2023 anniversary set. It's like, but they're sold out everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So. I mean, getting a team might be a bit tricky, but I'm sure there will also be other people who'll show up on the day that might need spaces filled. So.
I'm looking. Obviously, I don't think we'll be playing in it, but it would be something that I'd be very interested in. I think it's quite fun. I think building 3 decks out of 27 is a bit more interesting than when you build decks out of just the 9 packs you've got, because you get more cards to get those synergies with, and then split it between the 3 of you. Yeah,
exactly. And he could be like James Duff at Euro's side event, where he managed to get the. Wendigo, 3 of the Wendigos.
Oh, yeah. Only 3. Like, come on. You could have had like 5 or 6 in your deck.
Oh, there we go. I think we're back up and running.
You just dropped a little bit. Somebody might have been doing something temporarily.
Well, that's luckily not what we need, but hey ho. We are underway. Kitty to play Monofire for his first
He is
choice.
Monofire, and I think Chris is on Warriors. But we'll see what they end up going with.
Chris Mulligan.
Kitty should be on the... No, Chris should be on the play, I believe. I believe Chris was the higher seed going in.
Oh.
No, Kitty was second, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was going to say that's
Kitty is second. Yep. Hello, great British video gamer. It's been a while since I've seen you pop up.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We are in round 2 of the top cuts.
2 of 3.
Yep. This is to decide who goes through to the finals. We got CJ against Owen from Bridgend in other match that's happening right behind us. So we'll try and keep you up to date with that as well as we can.
Well, it's a good start. Your colour fix backup and Sid Waff, because Fire has a couple of the experts.
Yeah, just a couple.
Not loads, but
Yeah.
has some.
But again, we have seen the Sid Waff put in some work already.
Definitely was good into that Lightning matchup.
Oh, you were there. You were here yesterday, and we didn't even see you. That's sad.
I think so. I think I'd be popped around a bit, but I mean today tuning in. I mean, I meant I hadn't seen you in stream for a little while. But also we haven't done that many streams lately, so that would also be a reason for it.
Yeah. Well,
Ramping
up to 3 backers now.
Kukaspor, not one I see too often anymore.
Yeah, like I mean,
Just to stop any protection shenanigans.
Yeah, damage reduction being a thing.
It does help with the score, because that Opus 23 score, I believe it was, does take 0 if you've got 4 or more characters, 8 characters out. But the Ami still being held in Kitty's hand, I believe. That you got off the Saz. No, we're going in on the selfie. It feels rough discarding a fire card there when you're already tapping the Sid for fire.
Well,
really, really good cat card. I just wish it wasn't in fire.
I'm fully gonna just rely on you to tell me when something should be amied in a cat 8 deck.
I know all of them. I would maybe, because one got discarded for it, I maybe would ami this, but it does bin your whole hand, which I think probably sets you too far back.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's probably bigger targets you could even go for.
The Squall's the one I would ami, because that is the one that cheats things in. And it would die at this current point because it's not. It wouldn't be up to its 10k buff.
Oh, you were the one in the mask. Okay, yeah. So I did see you yesterday.
There you go. Does that Squall come in this turn though? Because it costs you 2 more cards from hand, plus the one, and then he's trying to free play the one you've got left. But if the Squall gets amied, I think you're in trouble. Although it wouldn't die to the Amaterasu.
Yeah, Chris, in this, is it Goomba, that new summon there? Is that right?
Moomba. Yeah.
Is that something that have you considered in your Cat 8 deck? Or?
I can't find the space, but Chris's build is very different to my build. It is nice because it's just dull 2 Cat 8s to break a dull forward. Yeah. Or a damaged forward. But I can't find summon space. If I had EX on it, bang in. I say that about a lot of cards nowadays.
Shocker.
So we added the 2 cost Squall and then passed.
Yep. So
I feel like I maybe would have played it, but maybe there's not ICP to play it with. Human 7k draw card.
It's only human to kill a selfie.
I think holding that Ami now is quite scary. Going in for the alone and passing.
You know what you should have done? You should have lent Chris all of your full arts.
Oh, no. I mean, well, you spoke at the start yesterday. I've only actually got 2 Adeles. I suppose only 2 Adele in the deck. I'm like, do you want one? Like, I have them. Yeah, that human's been very, very good. Good standard unit. It does feel like we got the really good standard units in the next set. They gave us new standard unit backups that also cost 3 that just one-upped them.
Again, I'm still disappointed that none of these for Earth was a monk.
It still need to be.
They did.
You got a weird one. Was it like white monk?
Oh yeah, which is what that would have been awesome. To be fair, if it was a monk or job monk. Yeah. You know.
I do feel like we're reaching that point now where they could have standard unit / dragoon / warrior / monk and things like that. I think you're hitting that point in the game now.
Well, that's it. We've got plenty of cards with multiple jobs at this point, right?
But they just like keeping them standard unit. But you could have standard unit plus what they are.
Oh god, because if that white monk was a monk. Oof.
So 2 for the score, flipping 3, adds any cat 8 card, which I don't know how many cards in this deck Chris has that can miss, but I think it's very, very few. Sidwoff.
We keep losing internet. Apologies, folks. I hope we're all back up. Yeah, internet in Firestorm games not doing too well at the moment.
But yeah, the Irvine just gets Amatted straight away, and then passing straight over to Kitty.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, if we're looking at a Montleone's turn at some point, you probably had to hit that Irvine, to be fair.
Yeah, you want a ramp as well.
These
Kills the school. Humans putting in some work.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And hits a squall. That's all 3 squall now, right? Or is it a different
no,
squall?
because it's a different one.
Sure.
That's the 4-cost one that free plays.
Yeah.
Have to wait and see what else Chris can get out here, but I think he's fallen too far behind now, because we're going to get a Montleone's turn soon.
So, I mean, how does, again, in your estimations, does this Cat 8 go into Giga Wall, do you think?
I think fine. It just kind of depends on how early they get wall specials. Because Quistis is a hell of a card to absolutely break a board if they don't have the special that turn to dull freeze. And you can almost match them wide for wide.
Mm-hmm.
So we are playing the score. Is there another Amat? If there is, I think that's the backbreaker there.
Oh, a deer coming down as well.
I love this idea. Searches for any Cat 8 forward. But not too many cards left in hand to go. So I'm not sure what we do grab here. Obviously, we've still got the free play off score ready to go. I think it's maybe the extra selfie. But I think you do have to reveal.
Show me what you've got.
Oh, it is the Adele. Is there any witches already in break zone?
I don't think so.
I would definitely want a witch in break zone.
Yeah, just under the Moomba.
A selfie.
This? Isn't that a deer?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, sure.
So yeah,
So there is one.
do
So it
have
can
a
become a 9k that can't be chosen by 4 or lessers, which does make it quite hard to shift unless we can start seeing some Ifrits and that from.
Ah, Lucian, my sweet summer child. They still use, FF11 screen grabs, so it's not quite all the way gone yet.
No, but we do get a lot of new art now, which is nice.
Oh yeah, and I think we're seeing some great artwork coming.
And to be fair, I don't dislike having some screen grabs. I just don't like having loads of screen grabs.
Screen grabs are grim, especially on like a PlayStation 1/2 game.
Oh, so we played the Renoa to add back, and then the Adia's milled 2 to take out the Minwu.
And those 2 mills happen to both be Irvine. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a bit, I would have
Gonna nuke.
nicely hitting that Kukaspel. But no attacks this turn.
That card is evil.
Which
Damn
one?
you, Quistis.
It's the best Cat 8 card. It's just the problem with it was everybody didn't rated it when it came out because I just don't think Cat 8 was a viable, or most people didn't think about Cat 8 was a viable deck. I think it was.
Well, we're going Clive, and
This
we're priming.
is going to be a problem.
So who'd you hit first? That's the question. I guess.
Probably the Adia. And then I would chump block with the Quistis because you want to be able to replay that Quistis. Unless you're willing to make the trade with School, but I think you want to keep School on field. But any Ifrit specials here are a bit scary.
Well, there it is.
There
The
is.
first one. Taking out the Runo.
Okay,
Taking
yeah.
out the Quistis.
Now
Yeah.
he's no longer 10k,
Yeah,
which
we
means he immediately gets taken out by the Ifrit swing.
Yep.
Very, very rough turn there.
Lucian, I agree with you on that one. Actually, I think that as much as I'm not a huge fan of Magic the Gathering as a game, the artwork, the worlds that they create in the artwork look so lived in. I would love to see a bit of that myself.
Yeah, I like all the towns they did, where you got all the places and locations in Final Fantasy that they did as lands, but obviously we don't really have that design space in the game at the moment.
Well, that's it. 'Cause I know some people have said, "Oh, there should be like an equipment thing." It's like you couldn't fit it in the deck if you wanted to,
No, I think they'd have to be like a side deck thing.
Yeah, but then again, we've already got LB. Like
Yeah,
we can't have another
I
side
think
deck.
limit break should have been implemented very differently.
Oh, completely agree. Like I still think it should have been like almost like premium, basically. Just
So selfie grabbing an Adia, and then I think we're pitching all that for the Adele. And then alone being used to buff the Adele and drawing a card on attack. I think we drew off of the Adele. She would have attacked with Brave. Yes, we did, okay.
well, no more.
5k ping, it can't be chosen on the Adele.
I think we may have one more Cliver for Kitty, but other than that,
Actually, no, it can. EX remember where they came from, right?
in what regard?
It still detects whether it's a character or a summon.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So you can't choose the Adele there. But that Kukulane... Kukaspel not really doing much in regards to buffing or preventing damage reduction here.
Well, I think we're about to see. Yep,
There's
Montleonis.
the Montleonis.
Yeah, I think we could hit a Clive here, right, and then Prime as well.
Almost certainly. But I don't know what the other targets would be. Is there a ward in there? Because I wouldn't be against Clive and ward, because ward kills the selfie, and Clive can force the Adele to go away.
I know there was obviously the early Minware FFBE was in there, but
Yeah, it's not that useful here.
we do have Cloud as well, which is an option.
Mm-hmm. So it is Clive. I think I would take ward over Minwu, because now you're removing both wards.
Mm.
But we'll have to see what Kitty decides on. No, he's going with the Minwu.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We'll
not a
wait and see.
terrible choice.
He's obviously... I mean, he can get something in from the Minwu because there's that one backup up, and we're going to be pitching our card in hand for the Prime into Clive, I would imagine.
Yep, getting rid of the human for
Yep,
the
there
costs
goes
for
the
the mod.
backup.
We're
And
gonna
then I
prime.
assume we're priming. There we go. So it's going to shoot the selfie on Prime. I mean, you can shoot the Adele, but it won't die. Because it's currently an 11k.
Well, we're gonna finish off with the Ifrit.
Yeah, there you go. And then now the Ifrit swinging in obviously forces the selfie to be traded.
Yeah. Still though, low scoring game so far. Kitty only just now dealing his second point of damage.
Yeah, well, the Ultimecia could steal the Ifrit. There's no water Ultimecia, I believe, in this deck. I think it's quite hard to run in these, because you want the fire stuff because they're so good, but water's just not a splashable colour for this deck. I mean, I run the Ultimecia at 1 of, but it's a rough one.
To be fair though, when you do pull it off, it is quite funny. So
Yes, yeah. I like stealing Raffias with it, because I'll pay 3 to keep it.
Yeah.
It's on my field now. But I think that might be too far behind now for Chris. I think Fire has got this.
Yeah, he did a solid attempt at a comeback there, but
Yeah, the Quistis I think was enough to maybe have swung it, but Kitty just saw the removal as and when he needed.
yeah, Montleonis is just so hard to deal with,
Mhm.
Oh, Sephiroth.
Back attack in the Seth. And breaks a doll forward, so that Ifrit's going bye-bye.
I mean, could we? No, I suppose we couldn't have.
Can't block the
FFBE'd.
Mont, though. Not too many experts that you can hit, annoyingly, on Chris's side. He's only really got the Zell. And even then, it would only do 5k at the moment.
Yeah, well,
Ooh, Cloud. I would like that Sephiroth to go bye-bye, please.
and also 2 things in your break zone, so I can draw a card, please.
Yeah.
I like this Cloud. Good card.
I mean, the Quistis is probably the best thing to remove here, plus an extra. I think there's 2 Quistis in break zones, so probably be getting rid of those.
It looks like you might be choosing an idea though.
I think it might have been double Adia. Yeah.
Yep.
Stops the witches, I suppose, for the Adeles.
Sure. And there's the draw. Over
Pass.
we go.
What are we going to do off 2 backups and 3 cards?
I mean, should we not have attacked with a Mimmu FFBE though?
You couldn't, because the Cloud came in main 2.
Oh, sure, of course.
There was a Sephiroth on field.
Yes, of course, of course. I'm not tired, you're tired.
Clearly. A lot of considerations, but yeah, Giddy's just 2 turns away from winning this at this point, and I just don't think there's the removal ready on Chris with Chris to go.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's not even because we do know the deck has a bit of haste, I believe. So
Yeah, if you get another Clive, but I imagine there's probably going to be 1 body put down. If not, you should definitely be LB Surges in here. Is that double? Yeah, double Zell, but it's only doing 5k because you need 8 characters on field.
Yeah, and obviously the other one a deer, right? So
and that Minwoo can just make so much advantage right now with cheating things back in. Like if you go empty-handed to play whatever you drew, and then bring in the Clive, you basically have it anyway.
Well, I mean, I know this. It feels like there's possibly a long way to go in this game still, but do you ever maybe get to the point where you just be like, "Do you know what? Let's just." Go to the next
I
one."
would maybe look at just going game 2.
Yeah,
but I mean, there's no harm in trying to hold out as long as it's not gonna just demotivate you for the next game, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
3 for another human.
Yep.
7k draw.
Kitty can't win this turn, but
he maybe could.
I mean, you'd need double haste and to remove the rest of this cloud. So
yeah, I think there's enough in there that can do that.
oh, we've got a Wooklamat and we've got a ward. Well, Wooklamat
will finish it off.
Yep.
Bang, bang, bang. It should go into LB, but it's not really going to matter. Swing twice, pass. So yeah, literally need the top deck of a god to have any chance. Lightning Shantoto.
I mean,
even then it wouldn't be enough.
Yeah, that'd be brave.
Yeah, no, the 2-cost Cypher is not in this deck. I don't think. As cool as it was, I just don't think people were willing to play it. I think it's just too not meh, but I just think it's the problem when you keep printing the same names of cards. Is
preach.
you just look at them and be like, oh, it's just not better than the previous one.
Yeah, just start making up names. I'm good with that.
I don't know what you grab here. Is it Cypher? So you at least get a kill on swing. Can call the Adels. The Adels are gone. So I think it has to be Cypher. It's the only thing you can play, and obviously, yeah, you can give it Haste and Brave this turn. But then you have to swing to break 1, which means again you're basically staring down lethal on board state.
I mean, well, the thing is that you've probably got to deal with this Wooklamat.
Oh yeah, because it kills on swing. Yeah.
So to be honest, I think you're right. The Cypher's the only option just to be able to do that and potentially hold for another turn. But are you going to have any resources to be able to do anything at that point? Yeah,
but then it also depends on, does Chris have Lightning CP in hand?
Well, he had an Adia, right? He had two Zell and an Adia, so he should have Lightning CP.
I think he keeps eyeing up the Renoa because it only costs 2, but I think it's too late.
No, he is. Yeah, no. We're gonna scoop at that point. We're gonna
take on to game 2.
Take it back to the start. Kitty now having to swap over to Gigawatt.
I'm curious if Chris sticks with this or if he changes.
I mean, if you're in this position, what's your choice, do you think?
I'm always of 2 minds because I think Warriors is fine at beating Gigawell because obviously Cactuars non-target dot freeze.
Yeah.
So I would maybe stick with this and see if I can get the harder matchup out of the way, and then try and have the easier one after. But I still think this is fine into Gigawell. Like you may have seen, like obviously I've not played this build that much, but you always used to see me play it against McAvoy a few times on stream where it was Gigavol versus my Kite, and I think the games did go pretty back and forth. Like there was definitely chances for either of us to win a lot of them. So
well, it looks like Chris might be agreeing with you because it looks like he's sticking with it.
Yeah.
So
I think as long as it's not like an auto lose, I think you're fine just sticking with the deck you just played.
Well, I mean, as far as auto lose goes, I think the only thing that you could ever have for that to happen would probably be like straight into what, an attacking Gilgamesh
Yeah.
and Zeramus,
Yeah,
perhaps, you know.
That's the thing, like, the Cat 8 deck has so much attack break effects
Mm-hmm.
and things like that like, you have to have constant S's. And if there's a turn you don't have an S, you could easily lose three forwards in a turn.
Yeah. No doubt.
And it's not like 7 Wall has loads of removal in of itself. It's just a lot of like Dull Freeze and Zeramus being annoying and things like that.
Yeah. Well,
But playing a slower backup game with K does mean that the Zeramuses and the Gilgameshes can be a bit more impactful because they're freezing your backups in. So I think we're mulliganing.
yeah. Is Kitty... Nope, Kitty seems
Ready to
he's
go.
like he's got a good hand. We're going to go with it.
I think there's I don't know if there's a 7 Wall, but I think there's a searcher for a 7 Wall. I mean, if you've got Seraphifel in that hand, you always keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Going in on the Raijin, so Cypher now has haste.
Well, he pulls the Gigawall right off the bat.
I think you still want to back up first. I think you
Oh,
always want
yeah.
to play Gigawall on curve.
I'm just wondering if it's... I suppose it gets you 2 SFX, right? So you still probably say FFL.
Yeah. It also keyly gets you the second light card, which means you can get to the 7 elements easier for
Yeah.
Gigawall.
So Undead Princess getting chucked.
And Lena.
And the
Double
Paladin.
search. So this is now where I'm a little bit worried, because obviously it's coming in next turn and there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, you definitely take one of each.
So if we see, as we say,
But-
the Zeramus and Gilgamesh off the top, this could spell doom for Chris.
But obviously Irvine is always a good card for Kai to have in this matchup, because you can consistently remove multiple colours from their break zone and keep them back.
Yeah, true. We do know obviously Chris is playing 3 copies of it, but I mean, was it wise to discard this one so
You've
early?
got recursion for it, which I think is fine. Both Cypher and Renoa can get it back for you,
Mhm.
so I don't think it's too much of a problem. But wait and see if he decides he wants to really back up ramp here, or if he thinks, like, now I kind of have to go for it. But no, we are going for more backups.
I'm going to
I
deal as
assume
well.
popping into Sid Kramer for the 3rd backup now?
So this is the new idea, right?
Yes, yeah. Search and plays a 2
This
cost.
one.
And then at the end of turn, if you've got 4 or more, draws you a card. So it should probably draw you a card at the end of this turn.
Which is pretty nice, just to recoup
I
some
really
of that,
wish the
hand
draw was at like a different timing, because I hate always getting it at the end of oh no, we're going for the school instead. I really thought it would be the Sid Kramer. Well, school gives us another card, because you reveal top 3 and add 1.
Are we trying to hope to hit this Kramer off the top? I mean, it seems a bit weird to do it this way, but I suppose if you're worried about the aggro, the aggro
Well, you're
that's
still
coming.
drawing at the end of turn as well as getting a card here off of school. It's like you are getting a fair bit of value here.
So top 3 flipped. We're taking another
that
school.
I would maybe take the Cypher, but then I suppose you haven't got that money in break zone yet.
Yeah. So
And end of turn, we're drawing.
I mean, still though, to rebuild your hand strength on that, that's.
I mean,
still
yeah, he's
pretty
finished
sweet.
with 3 in hand while putting 2 forwards and extra backup down. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing to sneeze at.
Exactly, but I think we're about to spin that wheel.
Yep, here we go.
Come on, no whiffsy. That's one.
That's the one you don't want to see.
Is there a Zeramus? There is not, but we got Undead Princess.
So you're triggering a discard, and we are going to be... I don't know how many colours are currently in Kiddy's break, but I believe he can probably get to 7 this turn. I just don't know if... There's definitely ice, I'm pretty sure he discarded. I just don't know if there's lightning.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a 4 wall if you need it.
Well,
in
it's 1,
break.
2... Only 2 in there currently, I believe.
So do you S-effect preemptively here just to put it on 3? Or are you fine waiting? There's about Gilgamesh in hand as well.
Yeah, that is a tough call, to be fair. I'm not entirely sure. It feels like you don't want to do this preemptively.
Well, the Gilgamesh isn't swinging if they do that. So we're putting... That puts us up to 5 colours in break zone. And we are victoring, I assume, the Adia.
I mean, this will be some good aggression. It will keep the backups probably down, I'm guessing.
And it means the Gilgamesh can now swing to dull freeze something.
Yeah. I mean, do you actually dull freeze the Squall? Because you know
Stop
that
it switching into anything
Yeah.
else. Yeah, it's that or the Alone, I think, because the Alone is obviously a nice power buff.
Well, time to make that decision. Here comes Gilgamesh.
I think the Squall would be the choice.
Yeah, I think I agree. Like we know Chris has one in hand.
It also means you can leave that Squall on field for the rest of the game.
Not a great hit. another backup. But
And as long as Kitty can now see lightning, he has 7 colours ready to go because he's got that spare 7 wall in hand.
yeah, I think it's sad that we had to spend a 4 wall just to get to those colours, but
you've still got an S-Effect protection in hand ready to go, so you're not too worried. And Chris might not know that because he might think that the 7 wall that was played was the one that was searched.
sure, exactly that.
So you could walk into that thing of, oh, you discarded the 4 wall, he might not have them, and then bang, protection.
Yeah.
Because Adele's probably your best out to this because the Gilgamesh can never dull freeze you.
Yeah.
But it's whether or not Chris has been able to draw one.
And I suppose the added benefit of having that extra forward up there is also going to be pretty nice because, again, threatening those extra points of damage this quickly is, now put Chris basically on a 2-turn timer here.
Yeah, well, that score is now dead in hand, so you want to kind of get rid of that as soon as possible. Because I don't think this one's ever going to stand back up. That Gilgamesh just isn't going to allow it.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the risk of playing, obviously, a name clash forward, right? Especially if you had the option to pull, as you say, like the Cypher, for example.
Yeah.
So...
Nope, changing our mind there. We are going for the Adele. We remove the Adia on the stack here. And it's now a 9k blocker. So like that, Gilgamesh technically can't even attack in. Because it's only an 8k for a striker at this point. And whenever this Adele attacks, it's taking out a forward.
So how many... So we really only need to get the light card into the bin for Gilgamesh.
I think we also need lightning.
Oh,
I think we're at 5.
oh shit.
But I don't think there's been a lightning card that's in there yet.
Yeah,
so even the S doesn't do it at the moment.
So...
But I think that is a Zeramis in hand. Which if you can play the Zeramis out, I'd play the Zeramis out.
I don't think he'll be able to, though. Yeah, well...
We Leo draw. Paying 3.
No, go Kuja.
Did we discard... Oh, the Elwyn went as well. No, Elwyn. What is that behind it?
Back up. Oh, it's the Samurai.
Yeah.
So...
there is the way to get around the Adele.
Yep.
And we're S-effecting.
Preemptively doing the protection.
So we're...
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. Can target it.
Yeah. It can target the Kuja, though. Or the Victoria. But you will get a freeze trigger off the Kuja.
Yeah.
Which will freeze the Adele.
So how much is this doing?
9.
Oh,
you've got 4 K8s.
yeah.
So you can either kill the Victoria or you kill the Kuja.
I mean, that might be enough to protect, like to save the turn, right?
Yeah.
So it's not terrible.
I still... yeah, you don't die this turn, but you're still in dire straits.
That's 3.
4. And then obviously the Warrior of Light. Oh, another one. I assume we hit another Zell there. Because something broke.
Something broke.
Something broke the Gilgamesh, but it did get it to freeze the Adele on the stat. I think this is over.
Hey, Duffman.
Actually, is there ICP in Chris's hand? He can stall a turn. Because this Quistis can dull freeze that board.
Hey, if
there's no S effect in Kitty's hand.
Yeah, just one turn to
and then stand that Adele back up and start killing on swing. Yeah.
Yeah, Duff saying FF8 needs to believe.
He does. Yes. Oh no, there is 2 cards in Kitty's hand. Do you reckon there's an S effect in Kitty's hand?
No. I mean, I'm wrong a lot when it comes to this game, so I'm hoping.
But it's also that Seraph FL can reactivate a fort. So maybe you leave the Undead Princess up and you dull freeze the Seraph FL. I think that might be a mistake that's made here.
Well, it all comes down to this. Also, that wasn't his hand, by the way. That was his LB.
That was his LB, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, reactivating, and then that's game there.
Gilgamesh swing, dull freeze. Boom. And there it is, Kitty taking it 2-0.
Oof.
But as soon as Dan Preston was the only one to win 2-0 on stream yesterday, we've had 2 in a row today, one from Kitty and one from CJ.
Yeah. Maybe the final is going to be better 2-0 as well.
Yeah. Are we going to see Owen or CJ in the top, though? That is what we still
remains to be seen. So yeah, we'll be back shortly with, I expect, round 3 whenever that game's over, and maybe an interview with Kitty beforehand.
Depending on the time, yeah. So guys, we'll be back shortly. Alrighty, guys, I am back with the winner of round 2, Mr. Kitty himself. Obviously on fire, and your Gigawall. Fire is obviously very comfortable for you. But how nice was it to, hit that Undead Princess off the top?
Yes, so that Undead Princess actually mattered a lot because it put him down to 2, which meant I could then Victoria to kill the Adia. As it stands, in that particular situation, I didn't have an answer to it, so it would have just netted him advantage after advantage. And I think both those games, I just drew really well. And if you're drawing well and you're just doing the right thing, it tends to go pretty well. And that quiz this turn, I think it was in game 1, if we remember back to that one, that was a turn out of nowhere where he completely popped off, froze all my backup.
And then you had to go full Rambo.
And then I'm sitting there staring at 3 Clives in my hand thinking, I'm about to have some fun here. And just proceeded to machine gun the entire board. It was beautiful.
It was very, very good to see, to be honest. So we just found out, obviously, you're going up against Owen after he just beat CJ in that last one. So any concerns? I know you obviously beat him in Swiss yesterday. How are you sort of looking going into this matchup?
So, to be honest, I only remember one of yesterday's games because man had a couple alcoholic beverages last night, and we are a little worse for wear. But so the funny thing about that game that we played yesterday was that within his first turn, he had binned his 3 Ishtolas.
Right.
And then I immediately go Cloud into deploy Kadaj off the Cloud, and suddenly those 3 Ishtolas are nowhere to be seen for the rest of the game, quickly followed by 3 Koanas.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one. That deck is actually legitimately really good because there's a high amount of EX, so it's got some recovery to it.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of removal. It's got its own built-in engine. It's consistent. It's actually a really good deck, and I would recommend people to have a look at it.
Yeah, it's one I'm very interested in. When I was doing the deck checks for him, I was like, this actually looks quite fun. So
I genuinely can't remember what his second deck is.
No, actually me neither, because I don't think I checked that one.
No.
So
we will have one more surprise in the final, and here's just hoping the Gigawall lottery comes through one. The Gigawall lottery comes through one more time.
Yeah. Well, guys, we'll keep the interview short because obviously we'll get on to the final now. So we'll be back with you shortly once obviously everything's set up. So
Have a good one, folks.